guys, Chris here with the Batty Belfry and Crochet Basics. I am just popping onto your screen today to talk to you about a little technique that has been very helpful to me, and I would like to share it with you. So I have, for the same weight of yarn, this is a cotton worsted weight, I have a G hook, a J hook, and an N hook. I didn't have any more in between these two, so I just used what I had. So I'm going to show you how you can use all three of these hooks appropriately with this yarn by doubling and tripling it up. Doubling is actually harder than the way that I'm going to show you with tripling, so stick around if you would like to learn how to do that in a very simple way. Let me start off this video by saying, like I always do, that this is how I crochet. It in no way represents the entire crochet community. We are all artists and we're all going to develop our very specific way of creating. However, there are some basic standards in the community, and that's what I'm here to talk about today. That being said, I'm located in the southern United States and I will be speaking in U.S. standard crochet terms. But that really shouldn't matter. The terminology really shouldn't matter for this purpose. So I'm going to move these guys out of the way, move this out of the way, and I'm just going to show you with a worsted weight and a G hook, and I am just moving my camera all over the place today. I am just being a hot mess today. Oh boy. So when you are just going to do a regular stitch with a worsted weight yarn, this is what it looks like. You can use a G hook with worsted weight and get this right here. So I have inherited a bunch of this cotton yarn, so that's why I am showing you with this. I frogged an entire project. This is one of 6 that I have, so I'm getting ready to do a project for my Etsy store with this doubled up thread or yarn here. So just going to show you real quick with the J hook. Now when you double up yarn, you do have to pull from 2 balls or two hanks, you know, however you do your yarn. I like to cake mine up like this because I do use cotton, but more than anything else I use what comes in hanks that are kind of tied off like this, and it's just a big circular loop, so you can't really pull out of that. So I have to put it on a yarn swift and roll it into something that looks like this. So you'll see me use a lot of these things here. You can take the time to put 2 of them together in your cakes. This way it is very time consuming, and let me tell you how tangly it got. It was not fun, you guys. So I don't recommend putting it like this. I kind of did this out of necessity. I had to frog a project that was already doubled up. So it was just easier to go ahead and put it together like this. But I do suggest when you're doing 2 to have 2 places that you're pulling from, and just be careful when you're turning your work back and forth that you're not tangling them up down here at the bottom. If you're going to twist your yarns and you're using more than one at once, make sure that they are twisted up here by your work so that you can kind of work over it and it doesn't really get twisted. So I'm getting wordy, but I'm going to show you here very quickly how big this is. And I'm really not looking at my hands, I'm just looking up at my screen. So there is the difference in 1 or 2. Oh my gosh. I am a hot mess today, you guys. If you watch any of my other videos, you're going to be like, wow, what is wrong with Chris today? I don't know. I'm just having one of those days. So here is single. There is double. And I'm just going to go right from this one and go into a triple, which is my favorite. So let me get this double out of the way because I really don't like using double. If I'm going to thicken up my yarn, I'm going to do it, this way with, well, I just pulled that out and I said I was just going to go straight from it. Again, sorry you guys, I'm having one of those days. So just one strand coming out. There's nothing to get tangled up. It doesn't get all crazy. It is a very simple technique, and I've talked 5 minutes and haven't even shown you this. So here we go. All you're going to do is you're going to make that first little slip knot, pull through, and pull up a super long loop. And when you pull up, I'm making a mess. Gosh. When you pull up that super long loop like that, you'll see you do have 3 threads or 3 pieces of your yarn. And I usually, just to get it started off, I just go back into that first one that I made, pull all 3 of them together, and now you are working with a tripled up worsted weight. I am going to very quickly come to the end of this 3 where there's only 1 down here. So we're going to show you. When you start coming to the end of it, and I'm almost to the end of it here, all you do is you hold this loop out here, pull the 1 through it. Let me do that one more time. The loop and the single string, lay it across the top, grab it with your fingers, and pull up another loop. So you can just keep going with this as long as you want to. So you're going to have like a little knot space in there, but as you go, you're just going to work right over top of that, and you're never going to see it. Oh, I have cat hair. Boy, oh boy. But that little knot is kind of tucked somewhere in there now. I can't even see it. But I'm just going to do that a couple more times for you guys to see. Once you start doing this a lot, you will find that you pull up. When you pull your loop up, you're going to pull really, really far. You're just going to keep pulling and keep pulling and keep pulling so that you don't have to keep, doing this motion and making the triple thickness as often. But some people like to do, like the shorter little loops like I'm showing you on this video. I'm actually just showing you that so that you can see how I do it a few times here. So there you go. And just keep pulling until you're tired of pulling it. And I'm just going to crochet with that triple thickness. And let's see if we can find where that knot is so you can see what it looks like. And that's it on the back of right there. Right there's that little knot. So it's really like it's nothing to even, nothing to even worry about. So I'm just gonna turn over here. Just go into it. And we're almost at the end of our loop again. There we go. Just kind of pull that up, triple it again. I learned this probably 10 years ago. So I had been crocheting for a very long time. And by the time that I learned this, I was like, where has this been all my life? Look how fast these projects can go. If you need a bulky weight yarn and all you have is a sport weight, you can make a bulky weight. It is so easy. So there it is. I hope that you guys have enjoyed this video, and I hope you've taken something away from it, and you'll be using this tripling up all of your yarns to make thicker weights. It makes for very quick projects. I am going to be making a big cardigan, like a longer one. I've been making a lot of cropped cardigans for my Etsy shop lately, but I'm going to be making a very long one out of this, and I'll probably have it done, you know, with everything else that I'm doing. I'll probably still have it done in like a week. And we all know how long a cardigan can take us, especially when we're using worsted weight, but not when we triple up our worsted weight. So I'm just going to show you one more time. If I wanted to keep going, that's what I would do, and I would just keep going, and that's all there is to it. You don't have to do anything to your balls. You don't have to do anything to them. Just get them straight from the store, and you can make a great big bulky weight with it. Thank you guys for staying around to the end, and I will see you at the next tutorial.